Alrighty, you guys, I need to do something about this. Alright, so this is my problem right here, you guys. I'm currently carrying my stuff in all kinds of different bags, and organization is just a mess. Let's see what I got in the bags. Alright guys, so I've got batteries in here, I've got camera stuff in here, and radios, and tools, and tires for monster trucks. In this bag's just got a whole pile of trucks in it. Some stickers, more trucks. I mean, it's just full of trucks and radios in here. And then this box is carrying some stuff that I got to get to the track, the new truck right here, the wheel built. So I'm gonna head to the store. I'm gonna get a better way, I think, to organize this and to move stuff and tote stuff around. And I think the key word is tote. Let's go. Here we go. Let's see what they got. Normally they'd be here, but it's Christmas. Here's an option, but they're all sold separately. Oh, but dang, I like that. Slider drawers. This is an awesome piece. These are rigid ones. These look even more expensive. I saw the Milwaukee too, and I don't know that these are as much of what I'd want. I kind of been liking that little toolbox since we're doing minis. I'm kind of looking for the Husky one because it's $100 and it's a 3-piece system. Let's see if we can find where they've got it. Here's DeWalt. Here's a Husky. Build out. Yeah, this is the perfect size, and this, if you take these out, you could fit 2 to 3 cars in that pack out, the little ones stacked. Those are $25. This one here could hold a bunch, and this one's even smaller, so like this would be bigger than you'd need. Yeah, that's deeper than you'd need. That seems golden. It's funny, it's the same amount. I wasn't coming thinking I'd like that one, but I think I do. This is kind of annoying to have to. It's all right. But this, and then having the compartments in it, is pretty cool. So Milwaukee has some small ones too, though. Those are decent. And here's another small one. Alright, so I'm thinking if I add this to it with cars in it, then I'm set. These mini toolboxes are pretty cute. $15. All right, so here's what we're looking at. This one is not nearly as deep as this one, and I think that's gonna be problematic because I could probably fit 1 car in these this way, so you'd probably set 3 cars in this one. I think I can get 6 cars in this one for the 18th scale. It'd be close. Should have brought them to test. This one I'm thinking could be like for the mini LMTs and the monster trucks. And I don't know what that one will be for, but I have to get that one because that's the main wheel that everything bases off of. So while this is quite a bit more money, it latches way better. These ones you gotta kind of pull out here. It's not terrible, you just pull them out and you're free. But this top one could definitely hold. If you take all these pieces out, you could put trucks in here. Takes up less space as well. So that's a positive. I'm also thinking I could probably do 4 in here. I could probably do them side by side in that. And there are more of those to buy here. And different options, as well as a tool drawer one. All right, I made up my mind, you guys. I'll let you put down the comment below which one you think I went with. I was weighing a lot of things. Weight, size for storage, and then I was also thinking, like, how many do I actually have to take with me to a comp? I don't have to take all of them, so while I'm carrying around a big bag of a whole bunch, is it better to have a smaller, tight package that's lighter? Because I'll tell you, the Ryobi was more quality, but thicker plastics meant they were pretty heavy, empty. So let me know what you guys think. What did I go with as I open up here? I went with the Ryobi. You can see it doesn't fit super great in here. That's one of the size issues that we're gonna see how we feel about. But quality of the wheels, quality of how it all kind of clicked together, just seemed like a better option for me. There we go. All right, this one's dusty, but I thought maybe LMT minis and stuff could go in here, monster trucks. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could go in here. Doesn't have to be for that, but whew, the suction on it was pretty good. But yeah, I like this. It's got this little built-in thing. You can put their little, take out the compartments from their actual tool sets and put them in here. Pretty cool. But slidable, removable tray here. Hangs on the side. Put some stuff in it. Decent. So we'll go in and see how it all loads up. I did like how these click together. That was part of it. Just push on that little lever right here, and these will pop off. Hard to do it all one-handed, but yeah. I just like how they click together. Push them down and they'll click. This is cool too. There's a lever here on the top. Then these slide out, come right out, little tackle box size stuff. Man, I'm thinking this will be like for CCxRCs. That's pretty sweet. Fit right in there. Now to wheel this bad boy in, load it up. Just go ahead and take this piece off for now. I think when I store it, I'm gonna store this bin that's right here on the top. But we'll get it loaded up here and then we'll see how it does. And we'll just see, oh, these fit perfect. Not quite too face to face. All right, so the 24s definitely fit 6 in here with 1/18. All right, so I got 6 in here with the 18th scale, 1 here, the apex, and then the rest are 24th scale. It's different than I thought I was going to put in 6. I thought I was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but this works just as well. So I could probably do something like this even if I wanted, and then put something over there. Batteries actually could go right here, battery pouch. So that's nice. Or I could put it in the middle to kind of divide it here. That might be better. That's a lot. That's sweet. So this bigger one that I was planning to use would probably go for some of the other stuff like the larger scale. Keep working here. All right, so I'm looking at one of these divider ones here that I have. And I like that these are two in one unit, so you could do a wide, put longer stuff in here. So I could actually put batteries into these if I want to go that route. Take this whole lipo bag and stick it in here, like so. That's an option. That's pretty cool. In which case I'd probably just slide these in here to store them. Or I could remove them, and it looks like we could fit our 18th scale maybe in here. Maybe upside down. No, man, this one's pretty tall. So what if we take the body off? Now we're talking. That'll fit. So I could probably even do that in here with the body off. I can ride it in here, take the body off, just set it in here if I want to do that. That's an option. Just looking at all options. Just in case you guys are looking at this and you have a different layout of stuff, just kind of showing you what you could do. Quick look here, looks like it'll fit about 4 of the smaller monster trucks in here, like the FMS Smashers here. I do have one more I could put in here, but these are about the same size as the Red Cat, so we'll get that and see if it'll fit in too. All right, so I will show that it doesn't quite fit 4. I mean, they fit in here, and if you interlock the wheels, they'll fit like that. Or you can set it up like that and it'll still close easy. But when you put wider tires on them like these right here, these OGRC ones, which I'm seeing are pretty much the same tire as the Furatech ones here. Just with these ones have the black wheels, these have the silver, and these ones actually were vented from the factory when I got them. But when it's got the stock tires on this one, these fit in fine. But if you start getting 2 bigger sets of tires in here, it's not gonna fit as well. You're gonna have to do a little maneuvering. If all of yours have big tires, you can kind of just stack them. So for the time being, this will be like my Red Cat bin. Back to looking at this little guy here. That's in the toolbox one. You could put a ton of wheels and tires in here. That would be a great use of it. I'm also wondering, yeah, see, this doesn't fit, which makes me think that the CCx30 will fit in there. For now, one of these will be my wheel and tire and spare parts bin, as well as these right here, the testing ones, got for a few people. Something for my buddy here, his tire sauce, some extra Enduro wheels, tires, put some inserts in here. I'm gonna put my monster truck parts here for the Red Cat in the Red Cat bin as well. What's in here that go with it? That'll work. All right, and finally in this bottom bin, I'm gonna put in my cases for either camera stuff in here or chargers. So this will have like my charger in it, maybe some big tool stuff that I have that are like the handled tools and all that would probably go into here, just so I can open it, grab stuff out of it and work. The one bummer about this is the top. I like how they latch in, but it does now not let me use this as like a work table. Not easily. You could use it as one, but maybe if I just put a CCxRC mat above this and then work on it, that could be, I guess, all right. But then you'd have to be trying to get into it while you're working, so you're probably not best to work on it anyway. But if you're out in the field and you just needed a work surface, yeah, maybe I'd keep something in here I could put on this that would, you know, small catch mat, and then just work on that for the minis. That'd work. I like it. Oh, would you looky? It does fit, but you have to remove one of the sliders. But boom, CCx30. All right, you guys. Well, I used the pack out last night for the race. I swear this video isn't supposed to be made or something because I had no audio from some of the footage, so I have to redo my ending talking about how I set it up and how it worked. So I've got it out here. I figured I'd do it where it's nice and bright, because also in the video I noticed as I've been editing it that the frame rate was really weird in the house when I was doing this kind of selfie mode to be able to film myself talking. So I fixed one, those settings on my camera or on the phone, and two, I came outside where it's brighter and we don't have to worry about that. We're getting festive though, Christmas lights are up. Here's the pack out, let's talk about it. But here's my setup, all ready to go. I ended up getting rid of the medium-sized one, not getting rid of it, but it's in the garage with monster trucks in it.
And this was my primary setup. So let's talk about what we did. You guys saw this already. 6 trucks in here. Works great. Had some other little bits and pieces in there that are out now. That worked awesome. So the one thing that I did notice that working with this, you still have to have spots to put it all. So you got to take it off and set it somewhere to be able to access some of this other stuff. This one's outfitted pretty well as well. In here, we've got batteries, radio batteries. Notice how this just moved. So there's little feet this has to be in. If it is up and out like this and off of those holes in the bottom, it does not close right. So that's one little annoying thing I noticed. But they lock in and so you can feel it. But if this one is off and it's like that, then you get this weird bulge in the middle and it won't want to, but it looks like it righted itself that time. Anyway, one of those annoying things that I learned about it, and now that I know it, it's not a big deal. Just the reason it locks like that, you can see they have to go in a certain way. See, these don't all look the same. These notched ones all have to go toward the back because they're notched to fit so that these will fit down inside and parts won't fly in and mix up and all that. Cool feature, but you just have to know that that's how it works. Tools in here. This is my kind of old school Smoking Motors bag that I'd made. And here is all kinds of bits. My tool kit as well, the CCxRC one that I'd made for minis. Tons of motors and ESCs and mini stuff all in here ready to go. That's a good little breakout box here. I could do this separate in different ways. Those tools and that could fit inside of that. So if I ever don't want to do these, I could pack them in because I don't know that I want to just be carrying motors and stuff like this to events. That's not a switch I'm going to do at an event. So I don't really see a need to be carrying it. This one wasn't carrying anything necessary either. I got some wheels in here, like I said before, and yeah, monster trucks, servo. I bought some paints, so they came in here. But I had to have this one in order to space it right so I could put this one I wanted to be on top so that anytime my trucks could just be accessible. So I had that one in there just to fill the gap for the height. What I'm thinking is I may just want to get another one of these because this one you can reach this lever while there's a top on it. And then I can pull out and get to stuff. I could remove all these plastic pieces and put my toolkit in here and have this be ready to go. I was thinking about screws, things like that could go into here as well. But I also have little mini screw containers and I could take these out and put the containers in so they don't start slipping. I'm still just a little worried about them. Yeah, well, you guys have all had it happen before. Fishing tackle, whatever, these pop up, go underneath, and then they're all mixed up. But I think my ProTech bag, if I took all these out, would fit in here with all my tools, and it would just be a way to travel with it to get it to where I'm going. But the ProTech bag could also fit in here. So those are the things I'm kind of working through. SCX30 in here. I've got my wheel weights, corner weight system here. Another SCX30 will go in there. Probably spare tires and stuff for them in that one. But that could change out because SCX30s could easily fit into these bins as well. And these could be SCX30 bins that I don't bring, and this could be tools. I don't know. Still figuring out exactly how I want to use it. And the nice thing is nothing is permanent. So I'm going to hold this with my legs, two-hand it. There we go. And my bottom bin is radios. I had my charger in here as well. I had a mini LMT in here and some other stuff that I just grabbed because I needed the mini LMT to eventually come inside. So this is kind of the setup. I do like how these fit on the side. I'm actually probably going to put a charger. I've got a charger. Insert a little ad for the charger right here. All right, guys, welcome to my kitchen counter. Here is that Spectrum S220 I was talking about. Very simple to use. You just put your balance lead in the 2S or 3S on the side that you want to do it. And then here you have a couple of options for charging rates. You can cycle through them with this bottom button, 2.2 amp, 0.5 for most of these smaller ones we're gonna do. You could maybe rapid charge it at 1 amp. I wouldn't do it above that. I mean, these are smaller batteries. What is this? That'd be 5C on a 200. milliamp hour batteries. So these ones actually are different than a lot in that the little points that go up, little guides like that. So now we've got our 3S in there, and we choose our rate. And again, this is only 200, so I'm gonna do 0.5 amps. Hit and hold the play button. Now those also tell you what percentage your battery's at as it's going. So it's somewhere between the 25-50, so it's probably about 50%, because now it's flashing the 50 to 75 is where it's trying to charge up at. After one's charged or whatever, you usually have to cycle through this again to where you want it to be, and then start it again. So this one's at about that 75%. This is a little CCx30 battery, but you can do these 2S batteries as well. And these are 350 miles. So technically I'd be doing these at 0.3 amps if I was 1C. So at 0.5 amps, this thing's already kind of giving them a little bit of a quick charge. But being able to do 2 of them, don't need all the fancy screens, anything like that. Pretty awesome, simple way to do it, and be charging up batteries for the comp. And it should fit in there. And I think because I mainly am going to do minis with this, I'll probably leave that in here to charge this stuff. And I won't be bringing my other one in the case probably, because I can charge it just off the balance lead in the amperages that I need. So anyway, I'll show you that charger. It's pretty slick how it works, two batteries at a time. But yeah, radios are in here. So you can see the biggest problem is once these are on, again, I can't get to my radios. So like now that I'm home, if I want to drive, I have to take everything off to get to them. But my goal isn't to be just leaving stuff in here for permanent use. This is more put stuff in that I want to bring with me, take it where I'm going, get it out on the tables, whatever. It's more to protect it while I'm traveling, because I've been breaking stuff in transport. I was using what was I using? I was using a rolling luggage bag and just jamming stuff in. Well, the problem with that is once you're using it, you upright it and everything falls and jams to the bottom, and it's all in one big opening. And I didn't want my trucks being in that, so that's why I've gone this route. And so my goal isn't to leave things in these, with maybe the exception being this one or these 2 little ones. But the big stuff is to change based on what I'm going to use at what event I go to. And I think though, for the most part, those CCx30s or CCx24s will live in that bin, unless I'm going to change out for the week. But I think they'll live in there. I like how they fit in there. They're protected. I'll change out that bin with the bigger one for monster trucks. But whenever I get where I'm going, I'll probably take the radios out and put them back where they go. Put them on my shelves. That way, if I do want to drive the trucks, I just grab a radio and then get the trucks out of the bin. So it's not perfect because of the way you have to access things and the way they stack, but it's great for transporting. So if you're on the go a lot and you want to get somewhere, unload, and we actually have shelves and tables to put our stuff on, I can get there, take out the trucks I'm going to drive that night, put them on the shelves, close up my bin again, get the radios out, put them on the shelf, excuse me, get my charger going. Oh, there's an old like Supra up there. That was sweet. But yeah, that was awesome. That's childhood stuff there. That made me lose my train of thought. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, so you'll get to where you're going and you'll take stuff out of it. You're not going to work out of it the whole time you're there. It just doesn't work great that way. But it also works good for in my trailer over here. I can wheel all this stuff on, strap it in, get to where I'm going, unpack it all at the table where I'm going to be using it, instead of having to carry every one of them out one at a time. So it's very handy in that way. I could also put these on shelves in there if I want to. Lots of options, and I'm really excited about it. So just want to share that with you guys. Thanks for tuning in to this kind of weird video of me kind of working through what I wanted. And again, I chose this one because they had the best size bins, what I thought, for mini RC cars and the monster trucks. Having these 2 bins that are like this one right here, in 2 different sizes, the other one being about that high, you saw it earlier in the video. That's what I needed. That and this unit right here. This one right here kind of sold me on the unit when I first saw this. The way that they unlock and slide out, and this can stay. So what I'm thinking actually is, if I had 2 of these, on here. Once I get to where I'm going and stuff's out, I leave my cars up on top of those, up, open, close, whatever. It's great. Well, then I have tools and stuff I can access without having to take the top one off, and that's huge. These other two bins that I've got down here, having to take stuff off to get to them, not as great. So we'll see what we do with all of that stuff. All of it has a purpose and a use possibility, and yeah, it's not the cheapest one that they had there, but it's also not the most expensive. It was middle of the road, Husky being the cheapest, then this. Then there was Rigid, and there was DeWalt and Milwaukee. I liked how these worked, and again, I like the size of the bin, so that's why I chose them. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Just wanted to one, get this all sorted, because I always rolled in with my stuff. You can ask the guys. I was a mess when I'd roll in, just carrying boxes and bags and whatever. My stuff was just kind of thrown in, and now that I have a couple of nicer trucks, I already broke the wheels on the Venge build, and I didn't want to do that to that truck again and break it anymore, but also the new wheel built, I didn't want to break that. My hard park I wasn't carrying because I didn't want it to get damaged. Now I can take all of it with me and be good to go. So thanks for tuning in. Have fun RCing, guys. Catch you next time.